You be the one at the table with 7 plates in front of you. Take you 30 minutes to get your food. That's actually the mentality that we need when we talk about the commas in our lives. Identify the areas that need separation. Have somebody else called you and they call you and say, girl, can you help me with I'm planning my birthday party, or I'm about to plan this party. And before you know it, you're on the phone. You done planned the party. Yeah. You done planned the decorations. Yep. You done found the DJ. You done found the person that baked the cake. You got the photographer, you got the decorations. And you done hung up saying, like, what in the world? I done did the whole. They called asking about the little girl birthday outfit. Identify the areas that need separation. What will happen as a creative, we are so innately good at so many different things that we shortchange ourselves by not separating all of our gifts. And so you have to realize is that you need to separate every ability that you have into different compartments. All right. Because what you're doing, you'll look and say, well, I'm not making the money I should be making. You have too much on your plate that's touching. Wow.
Too much touching.
You should be consulting and creating. You should, like, that's a separate. You call me to give you an idea. That's a service. That's a consultation. I charge for a consultation separate than my execution.
Right.
But sometimes what happens is we are so highly gifted and we can spit it out so fast that we don't take the necessary time to sit with ourselves and to say, what are some of the things that can be separated and compartmentalized into different things that I'm just giving away and packaging them as one thing? Because what started happening with me, I was a designer, but what I started noticing, I'm not just designing the flyer for y'all, I'm giving you the whole idea for the concept. I'm telling you the vendors, I'm telling you what to go, I'm telling you what to do, I'm telling you the look it should be, I'm telling you the colors it should be. And what I noticed was I was shortchanging myself emotionally, mentally, and financially. Everything touching on my plate. I got my fork, I got turkey, dressing, cranberry sauce, potato salad, all in one bite. And then I'm mad at myself because my bank account doesn't reflect the work that I'm doing.
Right. Yes, sir. That's good.
And let me tell you what started happening to me. I'm telling you, you just got to be honest with myself. I start harboring offense to people and clients. I'm mad at them for taking what I'm given, but it's my responsibility to split my plate up into compartments.
Got you. Yeah.
You'll hang up the phone and be like, I'm so girl. They done got on my nerves. They've gotten on your nerves because you teach people how to deal with you. Yes. You teach people what you do and what you don't do and what you do it for and how you do it. Right. You don't let people bully you in the business. You come with a plan and a service and a guide on how they interact with you, and it saves you time and energy, and it puts more money into your pocket. Right. I can't sit on the phone with you and tell you should be getting some kinky locks. Then I gotta tell you how to style it, and then you want me to. Then I gotta bring the oils. I gotta bring the rubber bands. Now I'm a salon, a store, a consultation. You want me to tell you, well, how should I grow my hair? How often should I wash? I can't do it. You gotta separate your plate. Seriously. I can guarantee you, I can go around this room, all of you have room to separate some things that you've been doing.
All right.
You get on the phone and pour out so much money in one conversation, and I guarantee you, this is the thing about high capacity creatives. I literally can guarantee each and every person here needs at least 4 people to do what you do on the norm.
Yep. Yep. All right.
If you were to leave a space that you're in or connected to, if you was to walk away from a group, they would have to get 5 people. You're an admin.
All of it. All of it.
What? Admin, marketing strategist.
Oh.
HR, you on the phone laughing, like, and. So we want to identify the areas that need separation, okay? Next thing we want to do is identify the areas of passion and calling. This is tricky because what I found out with this, sometimes we as creatives try to identify where the money is.
Yeah.
We do it backwards. We try to say, well, let me look and see how people are making money and let me make that one of the things that I want to do.
Right.
When it's totally backwards. You have to identify the area of your passion and calling, and you have to trust that the path of passion and calling will lead you to the money.
Say it again.
All right.
If you are passionate about pouring candles on your back patio, you better believe that God did not give you that passion just for it to fall to the ground.
Amen.
If that is something that you cannot stop thinking about, no matter how crazy it is,
Do it.
no matter how off you think it is, you have to follow passion and calling.
Do it.
The mistake you'll make is following money. If you try to align who you are based on income, it'll always fall flat. You want to make sure you identify the areas in your life that you are passionate about and that you feel called to, okay? Next place is identify the areas of frustration. Oh. This is another one that's just, because what I've learned is frustration is the ultimate teacher. Frustration will tell you what you're called to do quicker than anything else. Most of the times, the thing that frustrates you is the thing that you're called to. The one thing that you try to solve when you walk into a room, that's the thing that you're called to. The one thing that gets on your nerves the most about businesses and places and things and people, that's the place that you're called to.
Right.
I can tell you how many times I walk into someone and I'll be like, Lord, these graphics look a mess.
I hear you. Yeah.
And what they doing? They ain't lay it out. Or you be on Instagram like, ain't nobody commented there because look how they advertise it. I can show them how to advertise it. Even me, the cakes ain't on sale because look at the packaging. Look a mess. What the hairdressers did? Ain't nobody gonna book them. Look how they be posting them pictures. The thing that you're called to, that those areas of contention and frustrations, they point you directly to what you're supposed to be doing. Okay?
All right.
Let's keep it moving. After who you are, with exploring commas, you're gonna need to identify what you need. Who you are, what you need. The first thing that you need is vision. The definition I have of vision is the clear, compelling picture of the future you're building. Not just for yourself, but for the world your brand touches. Vision is the future your creativity is helping to shape. It's not just what you do, it's what you're becoming, building, or leading others towards. This is what I want you to write down. Sometimes we build based on what's in front of us and not what's beyond us.
That's good.
Sometimes we build based on what's in front of us,
That's good.
not what's beyond us. Vision is not just seeing what's in front of you. Vision is having the ability to see what is far in front of you in the future. So when I say you need a vision, if you feel called to make sweet potato pie, somebody here must be about to make some bomb sweet potato. Mama, when you make the sweet potato pie, I'll be on the red carpet, I'll be talking on interviews, let them know where it originated from. But if God calls you to make those, if you have a burning desire to do sweet potato, this is what vision does. Vision just doesn't say, I'm gonna bake sweet potato pies in my kitchen. Vision says, my sweet potato pies are gonna be in Walmart. I'm gonna have them in major distributors. You approach your vision not by what you see in front of you. You approach your vision by what you see for it in the future.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I don't know why I keep letting you say this. A lot of times we limit ourselves. We are our own hindrance. I don't know why. When I start knowing, people will always tell me, "Oh my God, you're so impactful," and "Oh my God, you do this," and you sit there like, "Me? What are you talking about?" It's almost like we can't see our own greatness.
Right.
We don't have a grasp of how far we can go. Or you can tell your girlfriend and your homeboy all day, "Girl, that's gonna blow up. That's gonna be off the chain." Like I can already see it, but when it comes to us, we have like this problem with seeing ourselves beyond what we are. And I really think that it is, for me, I know it's been just like an unlearning. I don't think we take into account how we were raised in our environments and the conversations that we have entertained in our past that have subconsciously embedded things into our thinking about who we are. I know for me, it was hard for me to see beyond where my mom was on Social Security. My mother stayed in the same house that she bought for 40 years and didn't move. And so now here I am, second guessing, moving, taking chances and taking leaps because my mom lived a very comfortable life. And that's not to discredit my mom. That was her level of the era that she was born into the earth in. But I am in a different era.
Right.
And I have dreams, but sometimes we hold on to the thinkings and the mindsets and the beliefs about who we are from other environments, from other people, from other institutions, and we really, from other churches. You have to see, vision is not just seeing what you have currently in your hands. Vision is seeing what will be in your hands in 10 years. So what you need vision. Y'all got vision?
Yes.
Y'all got vision?
Yes.
All right, now. The next thing that you need is direction. Direction is the intentional path your brand takes to bring your vision to life. It is the how, what, and where that turns purpose into movement. If vision is the destination, direction is the map on how you get there. You need direction. You need to figure out how to take who you are and formulate it into a plan and a map. In practical terms, direction might show up as your creative style, your tone of voice, the type of work, your platform choices. Are you on TikTok? Are you on Instagram? You got a website? It's the way that you take who you are and give language to it so people can know what they're getting when they get you. I remember when I started working with Kira Shear, one of the things that she told me, she had called me to do a flyer when we initially started working together. And she had got my number for a period of time. She didn't even want to talk to me. It was that middle person. She would send it to somebody else. We were playing like back and forth. Finally, I got her number. She called me about a project, and we ended up staying on the phone for 2 hours, just talking. And at the end of the conversation, she was like, "Oh, we didn't even talk about the flyer." I was like, "We haven't." And she said, "You know what? That's why I like working with you. Because she gave me direction for who I was." She said, "When I talk to you, I feel like I am talking to a cousin at the cookout. And I'm so comfortable with you. I love talking to you." And in that moment, I made it a marker in my life and my business. It wasn't just a compliment. It was God giving me a confirmation on something about me that I need to figure out how to package that was going to affect my business properly. Does that make sense?
Amen.
You have to be able to identify the things about who you are so that you can create a way to get who you are out to people. Are you loud, country? Ghetto? Quiet? Sometimes I hear people, "Well, I'm so quiet." Sometimes people need somebody that's calm and quiet. If their lives are loud, they're always moving, and they might talk to you, and for that split second, you give them escape for a loud life that they're having. They might need somebody stern. Well, he's alpha female. Some people need that.
Yep.
You're so passive, got stuff all over. You need somebody, no, stop, sit, no, let's do this.
Yep.
They need an affirming personality. It's up. You have to figure out what makes you your different qualities so that you can take the qualities, package them, and give people what they'll get when they experience you. When I started doing my mental health posts on Instagram, I word them and formulate them in such a way, when you read them, you feel like you're talking to your cousin. You feel like you're talking to your homeboy, like, oh, Lord. I can tell you something. People have DM'd me voice memos crying. I thought I was on the phone reading this. But it was something that I noticed about my personality that I was able to take and put it into my brand. Are you cool? You got swag? Whatever it is about you. I don't think that what I don't think we do enough, I don't think we really sit with ourselves to really figure out who we are. Like, we know what people say about us. We don't really sit down. And I know for me, it took me a long time. I was almost 30 before I realized I don't even know what I like. Somebody was like, what do you like to do on the weekend? I don't know. Because I think as creatives, sometimes we spend so much time meeting other people's needs and being so sensitive to figure out what other people want and being so sensitive to solving other people's problems that if we were to have somebody to come and be available to solve our problems, we wouldn't even know what to tell them. We don't even know what we want or what we need or who we are. And so direction says that I'm going to take those things about me and figure out a way to package it to give people what they will experience when they come and find me, okay? The next thing is strategy. Strategy is the intentional plan that bridges your vision and direction with real world action. It's the what, when, where, and why behind every creative decision you make. Strategy, in creative terms, practical things are a brand story, what connects people emotionally. A visual system, the feelings and cohesiveness and expressions. A content plan, what are you posting? What are you saying when you post? You need a strategy. What is your message? What are you talking about? What are you about? Part of my brand story now, I'm in the mental health space, is my testimony of what happened to me. My life. I take my story and I intertwine it into my brand. It's who I am. I don't separate it. It is what I am. It's who I show up as. It's what I talk about. It's my experience. And so I give it to people. How often you posting? Well, everybody just took a deep breath. Like, what you posting? You want somebody to book you to do hair? It's okay. You want somebody to book you to do hair? You posting yourself in the mirror doing your get ready with me's. We don't know if you do fashion. We don't know if you promote going to the club. We don't know what you're doing. Girl, ain't nobody booked me to do. I'm tired. You ain't posting nothing about hair, nothing about color, nothing about texture. They just won't buy my pies. All we see is your heels, your nails. So being super intentional, having a strategy behind if you say that you've been called to do this and this is your business, post about it. Be intentional about what you want people to experience. What am I getting when I come to you? I should be able to see that in your social media. What is the experience that I have with you when I come? If you're doing hair, if you do hair, that's just an example. Like, I don't know why somebody was, I'm prophesying this hair. But if you are in like the hair industry and you know that you have a personality, anybody got them personalities, you be like, I know if they just talk to me, they would never stop coming to me. So if you know that's a part of your brand, don't just post pictures. You put somebody in your chair and you post reels with you talking to the person in your chair. Like, you let them see the type of conversations that they're gonna be involved in when they come to, girl, I gotta go down to that girl, it's crazy. I wanna go get my hair done. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a strategy behind that. It ties back into figuring out who you are. If you know that once people start talking to you and see you and experience you, that they're going to not stop coming, then you need to show all of who you are. Switch up your content. Don't just post pictures. We want to hear what you sound like. If you want to be a public speaker, we cannot invite you to come and speak. Y'all, I'm fussing at myself now. We cannot invite you to come and speak if we've never heard you talk. You want to get booked at conferences, and you want to get booked talking and speaking, and I don't even know what you sound like. I can't even go on your page to envision your voice in my event. I can't go on your page and to see any snippets of how you would sound and your tone of voice and the way you would deliver your message in my space. And just maybe if I had some information to hear how you sounded, I would have booked you immediately, but I have no reference point to be able to even call you. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we want to make sure that we have some strategy behind our vision. I don't want to go too much time, maybe. I'm always going to do it. Deliverables. Okay. Deliverables, the tangible outcomes or assets that bring a vision to life, a brand to life. You need a website. You need a logo. You need a photo shoot. You need a good one. You need a good logo. You need a good photo shoot. You need a good one. I remember when I wanted to advertise, I was in Alabama, I wanted to advertise that I was a graphic designer, and I knew that because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm from Alabama. Everybody in the industry is from like big cities. They have this certain look. So I knew that once I started promoting myself to be one, I was like, I got to come out the gate. I got to give them what needs to be given. So I literally saved almost 7 months to afford a $600 photo shoot. But I knew I couldn't have Uncle Cuckoo taking it. I could be in the backyard. I knew that I wanted to invest and to make sure that I put out something that was quality, okay? So even if it takes you a little time, make sure, again, vision is not just seeing in front of you, it's seeing beyond you. Will your headshot work at the Women's Day flyer? Or can we put your headshot at the Essence Festival flyer too? Even now, on this level, thinking beyond. I'm not just working and building and doing these things to be invited to Cuckoo's birthday party. I want to be on the Essence Festival stage. I want to be at CultureCon. So position yourself, see your vision farther than in front of you. See your vision in the future, okay? And this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I'm going to wrap it up. We have who you are, what you need, and the last one that I have is how you feel. What I've noticed over the past couple of years of my life is that our emotions and how we are mentally has such a huge effect on the way that we produce and the way that we show up. Can anybody relate to that? Yeah. I've noticed that the times that I was depressed and at my lowest, I really didn't produce at my optimum because there was something. What I noticed is one of my points is that you create on the level of your emotional health. So the reason that we as creatives have to invest so much attention and time into our emotions is because what we pour out comes from what we have within. The heart affects the art. The quality and condition of your heart and your mind is shown up in the way what you produce and what you put out.
Yes, sir.
You must train yourself to be productive even when your emotions are unpredictable. It is a discipline of showing up and being present even when you don't feel like it. I can tell you how many days I ain't feel like any other day, but it's a discipline right now. I'm training myself that I won't have the best experiences all the time. I won't have the best circumstances all the time. But it's upon me to make a decision that I'm going to be disciplined enough to manage how I feel so that it doesn't affect what I produce. And you also just want to do personal check-ins with yourself to see where you are in your mind. Y'all, I use D&D on my phone. I ain't heard my phone ring in 7 years. I don't even know the ring sounds no more. Like, it's not to be mean, but I have to make sure that my mind is intact My emotions are intact. I have to guard and have boundaries around my mind because my mind is directly connected to my art and the way that I show up. And so I have to preserve every piece of my mind to make sure that I'm always producing the optimum level. That's all I got. I hope you all were blessed.
All right.
Hope y'all got
Amen.
something.
Amen.
If you want to stay connected with me, my Instagram handle is Justin Foster with an ED at the end. I talk back. I'm not grand. You can DM me. We can have a conversation. We can talk about anything. You got any questions about your brand? Need some direction? Need some connections? I know a lot of people that could help. Photographers, creative directors, whatever you need. That's also my website. So hopefully we guys can stay connected. And I just want to thank you guys for receiving from me today. And I hope that this conference is impactful. And I hope that you leave today. Do not leave. And it's too much information that's being given out today and too many facilitators that you won't leave this evening knowing that you're on the right path and knowing that God has spoken to you. So I love y'all.
All right.
Can we give it up one more time for Justin Foster? I was getting text messages like, Justin is a jewel. And I was like, yo, like, the wealth of information that he just gave us,
Yeah.
like, for
Awesome.
real. Like,
Awesome.
no, for real. Like, we've been getting some good stuff this first half of the day. Serenity, were you listening? I know you was listening. Serenity was tapped in. That's my niece. She was tapped in now because she do hair. She does. She's a comma. She's doing her thing, and I'm watching her on social media. She's over in North Carolina A&T, her sophomore year.
All right.
Hey, and she went in there and she's killing it, doing her thing, and I'm looking at her create her content, do all of the things. She does hair, she designs, she does all this stuff, and I'm just watching her step into her own, and it's dope. And then now she comes and she's like, yo, I want to come to this. And I felt that Justin's session was really speaking to a lot of us from this creative space. And so I think that if you didn't get anything from that, you weren't listening. Amen. Amen. So all of us got something for that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do lunch real quick. I'm gonna tell us, so it's 12:38, right? 12:38, so let's say 12:40. Let's be back in this place. Man, I'm gonna give y'all just got a little time. Y'all can bring y'all lunch in here, whatever y'all need to do. But let's be back in here by 1:15, 1:20. Okay? 1:15, 1:20. And we will reconvene. For those that are watching us on through stream, we're gonna pause the stream and then we'll be right back at 1:15, 1:20. All right? Y'all